Bucks, gang.
Before you ask anybody, so you don't know what I'm talking about. We know Mick Cronin, he's just going to talk to Ben most of the LA Times down there. I guess if you really want him to get Alex, but they're going to be in hustle mode to get back. Start with our fellas here. Adam, you want to go? Or?
For both of you guys each had 20-plus points. So did Bruce. You guys are, the three really important guys in this team. When all three of you are clicking the way that you were tonight, what does that do for this offense? What kind of challenge do you present when all three of you are scoring like you did tonight?
First and foremost, I like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. But, we all three clicking like that, it's hard to stop. We all three came together. In the midpoint of the season, we just got to play better, do better. So, just having that conversation with each other, knowing what's expected, finally came out and did what we had to do.
Yeah, same thing. Like when we all play together, play like that, it's just fun. Go out there and play, it's fun. We all smiling. We playing hard. Leading the whole game. Us just leading the other team. That's a big part too. We all leading. Even when some guys are out, make sure the whole team is locked in on what we need to be locked in on.
Is that something that the three of you have talked about? That the three of you need to take on more of a load as you guys pass the midpoint here?
It's tough right now with being all out. So, I feel like everybody has to step up. So, and everyone did step up, starting from the last guy on the bench to us on the court. So, that was definitely big time.
Nah, same thing. Everybody stepped up. We had high energy. We was go hit. We wasn't scared on the boards or nothing. I think rebounds win us the game. If we beat them in rebounds, offense and defense, we can definitely win every game.
You guys were able to kind of put some space in between you guys, and then you were able to hold that lead. What allowed you to keep them at bay there and keep it between 10 and 20 points?
Just keeping the foot on the gas, keeping that same mentality that we had coming into the game. There was a lot of times before where we would get that lead and we would relax, get comfortable. We didn't want to do that today. We know how important this game was to us. Definitely, a little salty from last year, so, yeah.
Before you guys went out on your West Coast trip, the one thing is that he wanted a team that started fast, that had that mindset that you play with when you're behind when the game starts. Did you guys feel throughout this trip that you were able to kind of take that and focus on it and show it today?
1,000%. Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yeah, John, career high. How much did Jelani inspire you?
No. That's funny.
I'm just kidding. You're coming off a rough game.
Yeah.
Did Coach get into you a little bit? What did he say? What weren't you happy with in the last game that you seemed to turn it around tonight?
I let my teammates down. I wasn't aggressive, as I was today. I was shying away. I was getting face guarded, so that affected me a little bit. So, just having that conversation with Deeb, that can't happen again. Stay aggressive, always stay aggressive, and do what I do best.
So when you were going to the hoop a little bit?
Yeah.
Today, got fouled, I think, twice,
Yeah, get to the line a little bit.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, a little bit.
He got on you, didn't he?
A little bit.
What's a little bit for him?
Screaming? That's his little
bit. Nah, just a heart-to-heart conversation. He knows what I could do, and I know what I could do. It's nothing personal. Yes, sir.
John, just beginning with that a little bit, what have you tried to do this year to be a more well-rounded offensive player scorer? What kind of things are you focused on, have you done?
Just a lot of film. If I want to be a complete player, I gotta see other things besides putting the ball in the basket. Trying to find my teammates. Making the right play, having poise in the paint, and also on the other end, just playing hard, getting those 50-50 balls. The bigs in there tipping it out. I gotta go get it. So stuff like that.
And Devin, back to the fast starts thing. You guys started the game fast, never trailed, 12-0 to start the second half. What kind of role have you played as a leader of this team to try to make sure you guys are ready to go?
My coaches expect me to have the most energy, bring the energy out of everybody, bring the dog out of everybody. For every game, I go hit everybody in their chest, make sure they locked in for the game. I do that every time. So really just having high energy and being aggressive, going to the rim early, Going to get rebounds early, not just shying away from the outside. Because I'm on the outside now, but go in there and get rebounds, passing out, giving my guys more shots.
You guys were talking about everybody contributing. Looking at the stats, the bench didn't give a ton, but you seem to be indicating that they gave you guys stuff. What are they giving that maybe doesn't show up on the stat sheet that's helping you guys win games?
Yeah, some dogs. Came in, wasn't shy, did what they were supposed to do. Came in, was aggressive, played D, hard nosed. That's all we asked for.
Yeah, for John, I had heard maybe you were getting some extra early morning hours in shooting here recently. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, being in the gym, 5 a.m. every day. Like I said, knew it was gonna be a turnaround. Just matter of time. Just sticking with it, stay doing what I do. So yeah.
You had that rough game last game, and
Yeah.
as Rob talked about, but this stretch overall, 4 of the last 5 games have been pretty good for you. This one and then 3 before the last one. I guess what's clicking? Is it that extra work? How are you feeling during this stretch of basketball? The 4 games that you were at your best in that
I
stretch
feel
there.
good. Always feel good. Just like I said, shot wasn't falling in the beginning, but like I said, stayed in the gym. Knew it was gonna come. Everything else, like I said, it's gonna come.
For Devin, you guys stuck with that zone for most of the game defensively. What was working for you guys in the zone?
They wanted to drive, get in the paint a lot, get 34 little post touches. So, us staying in the zone just took them out of everything. So, it was just very hard for them to see what we was doing. Our defense was just messing up the whole offense. So, we just stayed in it because it was working. Oh.